Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing a review on episode 1 of Classroom of the Elite Season 3. Yes, this show has 3 seasons when we thought it wouldn't even get a second. Now, I love Classroom of the Elite. Like, I love it. Season 1, I watched when it was airing. Pardon me, and I adored it. And I was so desperately waiting for season 2, and then we got it 5 years later. But before season 2 aired, I had read the light novels, and oh my God, man, are those novels peak? Year 1 is peak fiction, dude. Holy shit, man. I That was the first time I'm not exaggerating here. I am not exaggerating here. I read it for 16 hours straight. That's how hooked I was on year 1, dude. It was so good. So I had read it before season 2 came out, and then season 2 came out, and let's just say it was let's not say any more than that, but it was a disappointment is what it was. Like the peak of the light novels was not captured. And while I still enjoyed it for what it was, like it was so hard for me to not compare it to the light novel when it was so good, man. Like reading something for 16 hours straight, no eating, no drinking, no going to the restroom. That's all I did during that time, man. So this series became top 15 for me. It's one of my all-time favorites now. I absolutely love it. And despite what the anime adaptation wise is, it's not changing the fact that the light novel is so amazing. I'm not gonna get into year 2 right now. That's a whole other can of worms. But today we're focusing on season 3. The episode just came out today. It came out about like 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours for me, and I just got done watching it. And I gotta say, man, like going based off my memory, it's been almost a year since I've read year 1. So it's been a little while now. But based off memory alone, this, as you could probably imagine, has changed quite a bit from the light novel. Now, I'm just gonna go talk about this as just random points throughout. I don't have a script or anything. It's just thoughts right after watching the episode. Now, in the light novel, there was a really funny scene that I specifically remember reading, and it's when they're taking a bath, the group bath. The boys, I never thought I'd be saying this or reading something like this. And I read a lot of etchy and watch a lot of etchy stuff, stuff like that. But this blew my mind. There was a dick size contest in one of the volumes, and unfortunately, that got cut out. So that sucks. I was looking forward to seeing that animated, censored, obviously, but that would have been hilarious to see. So I'm kind of sad it got cut out. But honestly, this is just the setup. We get straight into the test right away. The episode opens up with everyone on the bus going to the training camp and discussing what the test is going to be and how it's going to be difficult and all that. Just the usual stuff. And there's a mention at the beginning where they get promoted to Class C, which is very cool. Now, again, since I know the light novel, I know everything, but getting back to the episode, they get there, they unload, we get a little montage of them bringing up a bunch of boxes up the mountain, which looks, I that would look be so difficult for me. We get just a lot of small glimpses of characters that are going to appear more often in the future, like Nagumo makes his appearance. I mean, he did so in the light novels too, but I believe her name is Asahina, if I remember right. She has the Son of Sunflower pin on her. They're good. I like them in year 2, but that's besides the point. Honestly, it's going to be a lot of comparisons to the light novel from just based off memory alone. But season 3 actually got delayed. And I think it really helped it a lot in the animation department because season 2 was so bad animation wise, the amount of could are they even mistakes? They were just so, and I can't blame the animators at all. Like the people working actually making this show, I can't blame them much because the time constraints they had, the rushness of having to deliver this season two was awful. It was horrendous. Like they were given no time to work on season two, and it shows. So that really sucks when that was my favorite. But season three ended up getting delayed. So right off the bat, you notice a drastic difference in the quality between season two and three. A lot of models are more consistent and on point for the anime style. Obviously, there's differences to the design from the light novel to the anime, which I'm actually not opposed to. I really like the anime design and art styles. I think the characters can be really cute and cool at times. And I really like the anime character designs. Like I'm not against them. Even if they're different from the light novel, I enjoy how they look. So I'm not gonna knock off points for that. But again, it's consistent. The quality is a lot better. You can tell right away. I mean, the opening shot is of CG vehicles, but honestly, I'm not gonna take off points for that. So I'll let it slide. So you again, I'm so happy it got delayed because the quality is drastic. I wouldn't say drastically better. I mean, I'm in no position to even comment on stuff like this, but from a casual perspective, it's a lot better, and I'm really grateful for that. Now, when it comes to the actual test itself, the class, or it's a mix. So this is different compared to the past tests. Well, it's the entire score. You got first year students, second year students, even third year students participating. Now, though, within their own grade participating, but it's all the classes coming to get the whole score comes together for this, which is really cool. So you get a lot of interactions you otherwise wouldn't have. Now that hasn't happened yet, but I mean, we're gonna get some more in the future, 100%. Now, the first years are divided into groups and they can choose their own groups, but it's with the different classes as well. So you got C class, A class, B class, D class, they're all coming together to form small groups, and they each got to participate in different activities throughout the test. And then at the end, it's pretty much a physical examination. I know there's gonna be a marathon at the end, like a baton pass, a relay race, I think is what they're actually called, and other stuff like that. Some This test is supposed to cultivate the mind according to the score, as they put it. So we see everyone get settled in. We see a little conflict here and there because the different classes obviously don't really get along that well. And so, in Ayano Koji's group, he has Koenji, and as if you know Koenji at all and how he is, he's very selfish and prideful. So you could imagine how that's gonna go well with other people that don't like him already. And his, I, w- I, I wouldn't really call him antagonistic, more in the sense that he's just so full of himself, he puts others down because he's personally believing he's above them, which is fine, but I don't know if that's really like purposely being antagonistic. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just a casual watcher in this stuff. So there's that. It's funny. You get a lot of flashbacks to season two when Ayana Koji confronts Class C, or the former Class C, now Class D, and how Ryuen, I believe that's how I'm pronouncing it right. I hope so. How he stepped down from his throne and taken a back seat. And he's being a pain in the ass because of that to not only his class, but the whole grade. Because he's being the sole loser right now. He's like, well, I'm done. I'm not doing anything else, right? That's pretty much what he's doing. So there's a brief mention of that, and I forget his name, but not Albert, Ewan's other lackey. I can't remember his name right now. He has a really, I wouldn't really call it a close bond to Ewan, but he cares about him a lot despite how he was. So he really misses him. and we get a funny interaction where he looks at Ayano Koji and it flashes back to him getting his ass kicked. And then he has this really aggressive nature, so when that happens, he kind of backs off and takes a back step and like, oh, you know what? No, 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 I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You go ahead. Like when you bump into someone and they start being all rude and like, hey, watch where you're going and stuff. That's him. But when he sees Ayana Koji, he's like, oh no, no, I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's my fault, not yours. Let me clean your shoes or something. So that was a really funny scene. We get more a small scene of Ichinose and how she's again bringing her whole class together as well. So there's that. Now, this is the season. If you're an Arisu fan from an anime only, if you're an Arisu fan, which I know there's some of you out there, which is very surprising, but in season one, she had not even like 2 minutes of screen time. I know you got fans from that. This is your season. This is gonna be your season, so be looking forward to that. We get a scene of her and someone from Class C again. Now former Class D is now Class C. They trip Arisu, and he goes to help her back up and stuff like, "Hey, I'm sorry," even though you can tell he doesn't really mean it. He's just playing it off, but he's still being helpful in the sense that he's trying to help her up. But Arisu is like, "No, no, it's all fine. Don't worry about it." And then, they go about the separate ways, and then Ayano Koji meets up with Arisu, and then you get the little glimpse in her eye, like, "Oh, it's all good. Even though it's his fault, it's all good. He only tripped me the one time." Because she's gonna use that in the future against him. That one small incident is gonna be used for something bigger. Again, this is Arisu season, so be looking forward to that. And that interaction, it's important. No spoilers for what's coming, but it's important. Now, we get during the conversation with Arisunai and the Koji, we do see that even though Arisu is planning to take down Ayana Koji, that she's gonna focus on Class B force. That tight-knit trust they have because of Ichinose, she is targeting that and planning to rip it apart. So I hope y'all that's gonna be really cool and interesting. I hope they do it well. Honestly, I as much as I wish they could remake season 2, I know that's long gone. So I'm really hoping that they get this adaptation at least really good. A lot's already changed, but oh well. As long as it can have the same impact, I guess is what I'm trying to say, I think I'll be more than satisfied. Honestly, though, if they can just remake the whole anime, that'd be great. But we get some more character interaction with Hoikta and Kushida. Though banter is always great, it's gonna keep going and more develop. It's always great, but as much as Hoikta tries, it's all futile because Kushida does not want to bury the hatchet. She hates, hates, hates Hoikta, and that's unfortunately not gonna change. This episode, Kushida's just saying, "Yeah, I fuck you. I'm gonna just keep hating you. Yeah, I can bury the hatchet, but no, I'm not doing that," is pretty much what Kushida said in that interaction. And you really see it in Hoikta's eyes, though, how not hard it's hitting, but like you see the growth. Like compare her in season one to this interaction, you see the remorse and regretfulness and like how she can't really do anything. We all know she wants to. She's striving to be the best, but her self-reflection and her character growth is gonna just continue to grow and grow and grow. It's really, honestly, really amazing. So this is just another instance of seeing that progress further with her character. Now, nothing really happened with her, but I want to bring her up because I absolutely love, 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 love Kay. She's amazing. She's my waifu. I absolutely love her. Almost more than anything. I say almost because there's only like one other person I'd probably say, but honestly, I don't know. I've never really given it too much thought. But I love Kay so much, dude. She's so amazing. I my best character, not even just my favorite though. She's the best character in Classroom of the Elite. And so even though nothing much happens with her in this episode, like I wanted to just mention that she's so cute in this episode, dude. As always, she is, but God, she's so adorable. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her so much, dude. So much. She makes me so happy, man. God. So I can't wait to see more of her in this season, 100%. We see more of her interactions with Ayana Koji and him having her help him and stuff. And it's just so good, dude. She looks so amazing in this episode. Again, I want to touch back on that though. The character designs, I love it. The quality is definitely improved, and you notice it. It's so noticeable. It's so nice. Now, we get introduced to some characters in Class C that are going to come up more prevalently in the future. But we get a Sheena scene too, and I think her voice actors changed. She sounded a lot different from what I remember. I need to double check on that. But we get a small scene of her, Ichinose, and then someone else from Class C interacting. And it's little moments like this that actually really help um, the impact of future events, I'm gonna say. So it's really nice. I'm really enjoying that we're getting stuff like that as well. So overall, I enjoyed the episode. There's one moment at the end where Huikta's older brother Manabu talks to Ayana Koji because he's trying to enlist his help to take down Nagumo because they're hinting towards him having a deeper plot involving the entire school and that he's going to have so many other students expelled and they're trying to stop that. So we're going to get more of that in the future. We get that scene. It's all just build up. Again, this is episode one. We get build up. We get more in episode two, and then episode three is gonna be the climax of it all. But overall, I enjoyed the episode. Ignoring the light novel, it's a good episode. It's start of the season, episode one stuff, nothing special. As an adaptation, I can't put it very high. But as an anime only, like if you're not gonna stick to the light novels or at least do it after the anime, this is gonna be a really enjoyable season for you. I'm just gonna say that right now. So look forward to it. Don't listen to what the light novel readers have to say, including myself. I try to not have such bias when talking about stuff. I try to be fair and open. But Classroom of the Elite is really good. Seasons one, two, and three are all going to be amazing in their own right. Again, don't listen to light novel enthusiasts. Don't listen to them. Just enjoy the show for what it is, for what it's providing, and I'm sure you'll come to love it as well. I still love it. It's again top 15 for me. I probably have it like at 11 or 12 if I remember right off the top of my head. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be doing more of these for the whole season for Classroom of the Elite. I might do some for other anime. I'm not 100% sure. I might do it for Chained Soldier because I read the manga for that and I really enjoyed it. So it's another anime I'm looking forward to. Is Aaliyah this season? I might do that for Aaliyah as well. That's also another one I haven't read in a while. But I digress. That's all besides the point. I'm getting off topic. I hope you guys enjoyed. I highly recommend y'all check out Classroom of the Elite, and I'll see you on the next one. I enjoyed the episode, and I hope you do as well. Peace.